Hi, it's Max. I am back with another CSR2 video. This time it is Stage 5 only, Liberty Walk 650S. The 650S can be built up using Fusion parts from buying and stripping the McLaren 570S from the dealership. You can also get its Stage 6s, which are shared with the 650S, which is also available in the dealership, but there's a little problem with that. The 650S cost over 3,000 gold a piece. That's kind of expensive. Okay, let's see. Let's confirm that price here. 570S, on the other hand, to get the Fusions is only 950,000. Only 950,000 each. Not as bad in the grand scheme of things. You can slowly but surely build that car up. Now the 650S though is not so easy to get benefits out of, because each one of them will cost you a nice sum of 3,325 gold. Not something you want to be buying and stripping just for those S6s unless you're just oozing gold and really don't care. I do care. It takes almost 200 plus levels of playing to gather up that much gold. So waste it as you see fit, but again, unless you're spending money, I wouldn't recommend you to focus on it. Now, here we have only Stage 5. I did manage to get all the Stage 6 over time already. 650S used to be one of those annoying 3-star cars that you would get out of gold keys and instantly strip because you already have 3 more of them. Well, it works out in the grand scheme of things for you if you have all the Stage 6s. However, the Stage 6 Liberty Walk 650S does not really down tune that well. And that brings an issue to this car, which is the reason you don't see them as much in live lobby anymore is because maxed, they're not in the competitive lobby. Not maxed, they're not usually beating dyno. So being that so many cars now naturally beats dyno, such as the LB Aventador, the GT Lusso, okay, the Corvette ZR1, and many other newer milestone cars beat dyno naturally. Using this car in live becomes kind of a liability when you can't beat dyno. So what can you do? Well, you can beat dyno with the Stage 5 only setup. You can also beat dyno with some modified Stage 6 parts. I'm not going to get into that yet. I want to show you what Stage 5 does. So with Stage 5, a maximum tune is always at 0 grip. If you tweak it to the right final gear ratio, you really should be looking at like a 10.2 something, or even 10.1 potentially run. I don't think it's going to hit 10.1. I think it's a 10.22 something was the best I was able to get out of it. Yeah, 10.212. Okay, maybe even eke out another few points, maybe into the 10.199. There we go, 10.185. All right, now with aggressive nitrous, that could be down as low as 10.13 or 4. Yep, 10.13. So that is the quote optimal tune for this car. The problem with that tune, of course, is you can drive it, but you probably won't hit dyno with it. You may get close though. It's not that hard a car to drive, but it's not a naturally easy car to beat dyno with. So if you launch it close to perfect, which I launched slightly late, and you basically run it through at the best you can, okay, mostly perfect shifts, you will get 10.205 in that case, so slightly slower than dyno, and most people will get that, okay, unless you have a very keen sense of reflexes when it comes to shifting it and hitting that perfect launch. You're probably not going to do much better than I did, maybe a little bit better though. Alright, so what did I do to make this car easier to work with? Well, one is I slowed it down intentionally. 3.03 gives you a nice fat 1300 Evo, but at 2.77 I still have over 1,000. The difference is that now I jump down from a 10.1 to a 10.6. That's good, right? Well, yes and no. Here's why. Some of that drop is not recognized by the computer as an actual drop. So from here at 10.283, it is recognized. But everything over that was incrementally slow. Watch how it increases very slowly. That is not recognized by the computer. So the computer adjusts you as you lower this without consideration of the time changes. I mean, it does. I mean, I should say it does consider your time changes and just puts you in the right lobby regardless. It's when you get to this point at 2.77, now you get that nice 200-point drop right there. Okay, so you just bump down from 10.29 to a 10.6. That is recognized by the computer, as you've seen in some of my other videos. It is a grip-induced downtune. The computer recognizes it, therefore makes the car usable in live at this point, because now you have artificially slowed down your dyno so that you're not matchmaking with 10.2 cars. You're matchmaking with 10.6 cars. Since you jumped down from 10.3 to 10.6, you should have a chance to get back to the 10.3 time range simply by driving the car right. And that is nothing more than don't get a 0 RPM drop and then just launch in nitrous and drive the best you can. Okay, that's going to be close. Ooh, that was really close. So that car's running pretty hard right there. I did the same thing with this car to get this kind of time, so I'm not really surprised that he was able to run that. But if he doesn't re-challenge me, I'm going to go back in the lobby and see again if I am in fact in the 10.6 lobby, or I have already been bumped up to the 10.43 lobbies. Let's see. Phelps didn't challenge me again. I don't know why, but let's find someone else to race. Okay, let's see if King Chief is running his time or way faster. I know from experience the 1-1 can also beat dyno quite nicely, so I am concerned with what I'm facing here. He's pulling back. I gotta let him win this one. Let me see what he runs though. 10.6. Okay, so we're probably in the right lobby. So Phelps is on the top end of the lobby, and King here is on the regular end of the lobby. So you are in a competitive end of the lobby given this tune, and that is why I set it up this way. Again, this is full stage 5, no stage 6 parts, full fusion utilizing the 570S, and that is a good thing because you are able to get fusions filled out in a reasonable time. At almost $1 million a pop, it's certainly not cheap, but it's doable. Okay, so this time let me see if he's gonna be able to keep up or do better. I'm just gonna run it straight through. 10.3, let's see what he ran. 10.567, a little better than last time, but not good enough to beat this time. So there you go. There is the stage 5 only Liberty Walk live setup that I use. It is usable in live and certainly is competitive. It is not the kind of kill everybody easily kind of tune that you've seen I've done with some other cars, but I don't like to ever drop my Evo below 1,000 if I can avoid it, no matter how I tune the cars, and that helps you keep your RP up and keep the car more useful in trading situations. Overall, I'm happy with this car. I think it's very much still usable in live, and people should give it a try since it's not that hard to build it with fusions. Well, that brings us to the conclusion of this video. I hope you liked the video, and certainly leave a like or leave comments Subscribe to the channel. This way you get notifications when I make new videos. And again, thank you for watching.